Hey everybody, and welcome back to Frostpunk. Now I know at the end of last episode we set out a great plan of what we were going to do, but honestly, I've forgotten what we were going to do. I think we were doing heating. We were going for drafting machines, then we were going to go with steam hubs. No, we were learning steam hubs first, but we have to figure out medical post upgrades. So people aren't going to work yet. Rise and shine, people. Look, the sun's up already. Temperature falls. Okay, temperature's falling. It was now negative 40. Let's check the temperature overlay. Yeah. I mean, the only person working here at the gathering post is the automata, and he can't really fall ill. Let's go ahead and turn on the overdrive, please.
Work time. Get back to work.
What does that show for the temperature? Has anything changed? I'll turn on the heater over there. Oh, what's this? Who's this? Who are you? Sir? Someone has died at our doorstep? Man from Winterhome. We find an exhausted man at the edge of our city. He said that he came from Winterhome, a settlement located not far from here, and that he was the last survivor. Winterhome is dead. Everyone's dead. There's no hope for survival in this accursed wasteland. You're all doomed. You must escape. Those were his last words. So we're alone. That's gonna mess up Hope. Yeah, Hope falls. The news has shocked everyone in the city. There were supposed to be many settlements and construction crews here, people living normal lives in homes heated by generators. But we're alone. We should never have left Britain. How are we supposed to survive if they didn't? Coming here was a fool's errand. We should go back. They're all dead? Oh, Hope has fallen dramatically. Look at that. Look at how... I mean, they have more discontent than they have hope now. Winterhome has fallen. They're all dead. How will we survive here? There's no hope for us in this frozen desert. People start to gather as the news of the fate of Winterhome spreads throughout the city. Some of them want to drop everything and flee to London. Panic is starting to set in. I must give them purpose. Choose our path. People are shaken, racked by fear and doubt. They've lost hope in our chance of survival. Desperation could quickly push them to commit recklessness. You have to unite them under a vision of the future. Decide now what will give them purpose and restore hope, or else our city will descend into chaos that consumed Winterhome. We can go order and discipline. A new set of laws will become available, or faith and spiritual strength. I don't know about using order and discipline to force people to be compliant. That has tended, I think, in history to not work out very well. There's a great history of religion calming people, so let's go with faith and spiritual strength. Book of Laws. So we have the House of Prayer. We need a place to practice our faith and peace. After introducing this law, another one can be passed after 1 day, 12 hours. New building, House of Prayer. New ability, the Sermon. People living nearby will gather to pray, which will raise their hope. You have to build 2 of them. Cost 30 wood, 10 steel. And we can do a sermon every 2 days. A short sermon will be delivered in place of worship. In places of worship, hope will rise slightly. Let's sign that. All right.
Hear me, hear me. New law in the city.
All right, new law in the city. Good. I miss praying together, he says. Yeah, the steelworks is going. It is chilly though. We do have a ton of unemployed people. Maybe we can employ them in the houses of worship. Yeah. Let's build those. As long as we have enough steel. That under faith, yes. It's the thing that's blue and new. Okay, House of Prayer, 30 wood, 10 steel. That's a lot of steel, to be honest with you. But we should be making steel per day. Can't slot that in there, unfortunately. Can't slot that in there. How wide is that? It kind of slots. It is, again, a really kind of weird fit, but slot it in over there, and we probably should put one on this side of the town as well. I don't want it to be too far. See, yeah, it has a area of effect though. So I need it to be surrounding people. Like, that's probably not a good spot for that, honestly. Let's cancel that. Can I cancel construction? Do I get my stuff back? Is the Can I cancel construction? I do get my stuff back. Okay, let's try it again. Because if I put it here, I'm only impacting like those few buildings. Like this, there's a lot more homes over here. So maybe something like this for this side. And over here for this side. Let's go here. And it's gonna be an awkward fit, but say there, and let's build the street out. And you're already on a street, so you're fine. One of our people has died. Well, it wasn't really our guy, was it? I froze to death, Simon Milcent. I mean, I think that was the guy from the from Winterhome or whatever. I think he was our guy. Sir, you've convinced the majority, but hope is low. A group of people are still scared, are so scared they want to flee the city for London in 15 days. They've come to change your mind. You say that faith will save us? Nonsense. What are we going to pray for? What, are we going to pray for food when we start to starve? Shouts one of them. If we don't try to reach London, we'll end up like Winterhome. Calm them down. Calm down, we're not going to die. The Londoners. Your people are divided. Some of them are so scared that they plan to leave the city for London in 15 days. They'll try to convince others to join them, preying on their discontent. Fear may lead people to desperate acts. Maintain peace, give people hope, and manage their discontent to guide the city safely through the looming social crisis. Alright, we'll try. The Londoners. The Londoners, a group of people who are so frightened by the situation they want to go back to London. People will join the Londoners when hope is low and leave them when it's high. The Londoners will challenge your rule, provoking conflicts and urging others to leave the city. The intensity of the conflict depends on the general condition of your society. So, all right, there's 19 Londoners, and it is increasing. Don't let the Londoners disrupt the city. Build two houses of prayer. Well, we are trying that. Medical post upgrade. Sick recover 10% faster. All right, thank you very much. I'd like to learn steam hubs, please. Okay, hope is kind of rising because we've built the houses of prayer. Houses of prayer have been erected, giving people a place to pray together and find comfort in faith. What is your problem? Storage limit reached. Oh, we are out. Oh, we're not out. We're growing more. We've got more coal than our guy can pick up fast enough. So let's say we build another gathering space. Gathering post, yep. Such an odd, like it'll fit in here better. We build a gathering post, then we can set people to work there, and they can also get the coal.
Workday ends. It's off time.
All right, it's time to quit. Scouts have returned safely to the city. They brought 90 coal and 1 steam core. All right, thank you very much. Let's put some workers in here, and let's turn the heater on. So people will go about their business, doing their own free time stuff. But this is probably a good time for us to call a sermon. So we have these. You're almost at Winterhome. You've got 11 hours to Winterhome. These fellows can go to the coal mine. There you go, guys. Go to the coal mine. Check it out. Now everyone is probably going getting some food. Out of the city, going home, going to rest, going to eat, eating, resting, going to a sermon. So they are doing sermons. I could also call a sermon, right? Is that a thing we can do? Yeah. A short sermon will be delivered in places of worship. Do that. The words of our spiritual leader will restore hope. And it's a global cooldown. Okay. I mean, we're raising hope. We're doing okay. I can probably turn... You don't have to do a full 10-hour shift anymore, guys. So you guys can have a break. And by 10-hour, I mean 14-hour shift. Oh, what is this? Why do we have one person not working? Did we really have someone die? Was it not that guy? Well, I can put an engineer in. We just don't have any workers. I'll take a worker out of the sawmill, and I'll put an engineer in his place, and then you can have a worker. I guess it was our guy that died. Not the guy on Winterhome, maybe. The Londoners gain more followers. More people want to go to London due to low hope. So now they're up to 23. People join the Londoners. Sir, the people who wanted to leave for London have successfully urged their friends and neighbors to join them. People are more easily persuaded because they have little hope in our ultimate survival. Well, you just wait until we get those steam cores. Wonder if our captain really has a plan. Generator level is critical. Turn off overdrive then. Scouts have reached Winterhome. We climbed up to the edge of the city. We stood there speechless, staring at the scene of devastation. It's a city of the dead. Most of the buildings are destroyed and the generator has exploded. So they ran it to overdrive, just like we were about to. Let's explore. The streets of the ruined city are littered with scores of dead bodies. The City Chronicle describes the shortage of food and citizens' increasing despair. The following squabbles, riots, and descent into anarchy, fights for dwindling resources, and the eventual starvation. The last entry, God forgive us, we're eating our dead. There is no hope. We've discovered Snowcliff and the American camp. May they rest in peace, but we will take your 2 steam cores. Alright, we have Snowcliff and the American camp. How did we not know this was way over here? That's like right on top of us. I should probably send you there instead. Snowcliff. A tall snow cliff. There's a hole in it, and it's inhabited. We can see a lone figure bustling about. Okay, here's the deal. You're no longer going to the coal mine. You're going to the American camp. You're going to the snow cliff, okay? Building an outpost depot allows you to assign people to work as an outpost team. The outpost depot allows you to create outpost teams. Send an outpost team to establish an outpost in Frostland at a location rich in resources. So that's if we had discovered the coal mine. The outpost will send these resources to the city once per day until you order the team to return. All right. I mean, it's going to be pretty chilly for everybody right now. Steam Hub has been researched. Okay, great. So what do we want to research now? Generator power upgrade. Is that a thing we should do? Maybe. It is fairly chilly in the range that we're looking at. Let's do that. Let's research that. It takes 8 hours. Let's see about those steam hubs. When powered by the generator, these contraptions create additional smaller heat zones around them. Each active steam hub consumes 3 coal per hour. So I kind of want to put those, I think, in the kind of outskirts. Like these people that aren't in the second ring. Can I see the overlay? I wish I could build and see the overlay at the same time. So this area is very cold. This area back here is very cold. So those are the places I need to work on. I mean, we kind of knew that, though. So let's pop one here. I mean, I guess we can even push it a little further out, like here. Pop one there. What does it cost to build? 20 steel, and we don't have more than 20 steel now. Lovely. I feel like I need another steel works. Is that even a possibility? Oh yeah, there is right there. Yeah, we should probably do that because we need steel to build steam hubs. What's our cooldown on House of Prayer? Okay, so this area is pretty steamy. But this area back here really needs it too. So these houses feeling good. Okay, we've got some steel coming in. I do need to like upgrade these people to bunk houses probably, but steam hub, please. Storage limit. Don't have any stuff. Storage near capacity. Oh, we were going to fill up. Oh, we're full on coal. That's the problem. I can build another. I want to build another gathering post, another thing though, because we can research to make it better. Generator power upgrade researched. Temperature in heat zones rises by 1 level. Coal consumption is higher when using this setting. I mean, it seems like I need to do it, though. We have tons of coal, so we might as well use the coal. We're steam level 2, by the way. Is that on? Yes, it's on. Is it growing? It is growing. Okay, so we're putting out more heat. It just takes time to get there. Alright, what's the range look like? I mean, we're looking pretty toasty. Oh, you guys, you need a heater. And you also need workers. What's your problem? Storage near capacity. Yeah, because it's the coal. I gotcha. We aren't researching anything right now. So we could, if we want more coal, we could do the resource depot upgrade for 8 hours. Yeah, let's do that. Rather than take up more space building more, like dumping grounds, more stockpile zones. Let's make our zones better. So where did we go? We went to Snowcliff. The hole in the Snowcliff leads to a small chamber. Someone lives here, but the lonely human figure we saw from afar has disappeared. It might be the sole survivor of Winterhome. Search might provide wood, food rations, and steam cores. The refugee from Winterhome. The man we've seen from afar was nowhere to be found. Searching his burrow, we found a diary of a scientist who fled Winterhome. After the starving city fell into chaos, its leader, an army captain, appointed himself an absolute ruler. He tried to impose order using force. Plenty of people disgruntled, deserted the city, and most of the others rebelled against him. Site discovered, shrouded cave, freshwater springs. We will I mean, do we really take the man's stuff? We don't have an option, but we will take his stuff, apparently. That's 70 wood, 103 food, 1 steam core. Well, we should head back with our supplies, I guess. What did we found the shrouded cave. Faint wisp of smoke coming from a patch of deep shadow at the base of a small hill. It must be the entrance to a cave. And freshwater springs. We see a distant glimmer of sun reflected on the surface of water. Unfrozen water here points to the presence of a freshwater spring. How big is the map? This is as far south as I can go. And like, it's in a kind of a circle around. As the game likes circles, this is the kind of circle we're dealing with. Yeah, we should probably head home with our stuff. 1 day and 8 hours to get there. Can't tell if people are happy or what. It does take 2 days to do the sermon. Okay. Got 6 sick absences in the hunter's hut. Angry about the cold. Okay, so they weren't happy. Those were angry sounds. Captain, our people are protesting. They've gathered in an angry crowd because you forced them to live in cold homes for too long. They've watched helplessly as their children have fallen ill and they've had enough. They demand you do something immediately. Let's heat all homes. Let's heat some homes for longer. Disperse the crowd. It requires an active guard station or faith keepers, or I won't address this. You have to start heating 3 cold homes within 24 hours. They need to stay heated for 2 days. You'll have to start heating 1 cold home within 2 days, then keep them heated for 3 days. Why is that? Let's heat some homes for longer, for 3 days. Let's heat all the homes. We have the steam hubs now, right? So let's start heating 3 cold homes. I'll heat your homes. 3 cold homes. Well, we just find some cold homes. I mean, it seems like your homes... Oh, there's a bad tent. There's another bad tent. But there's a tent. There's a tent. There's a tent. Those are your 3 homes. We can maybe get these two with one steam hub, but that one over there, it's kind of on its own. Like, what is that? Is that a health? Is that a faith? Is that a tech? Where's the steam hubs? Steam hubs? Steam hubs. I don't have the steel. Okay. Well, I'll get the steel. Don't you worry. The rebirth of faith. Sir, people have started to visit the House of Prayer. There aren't many of them yet, but it might be the start of something special. It seems they really need a proper place of worship. They really needed one. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad they're happy with my decision. We'll heat your homes, don't worry. I just need to get some steel in before that can happen, you guys. And it's not until the next working day where that can happen. The Londoners gain more followers. Okay, they're up to 27 people wanting to leave. All of our work will be for nothing if we leave. I'm staying. Good for you, Rudolph Quentin. We aren't going to make it in this hole. We have to leave. Sorry you hear that way. Sorry to hear you feel that way. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, so let's build some steam hubs. So those were those two homes right there. Grab those. Can I grab anything else? And that's as far over as I can get it. That would only impact maybe those two things. Let's drop one there. And then this was the tent we had to deal with. We need more steel for that, though. Once we get that steel, we'll build your steam hub. We need to maybe check the coal. Alright. Steam hub. That's that tent, I believe. Put it here. That's a gathering spot, I think. Probably want to heat that. Maybe this is the best I can do. I mean, if people are comfortable, I can probably turn off their resource upgrade has been researched. If they're comfortable, maybe I can turn off their internal heaters. Save some coal. I think we do want to research this second level. Yeah, so we can get to overdrive couplings, improved heaters, generator efficiency, steam hub range upgrade would be nice. So, but we don't have the coal, or we don't have the steel for that. Alright, that's fine. Can I turn off your heaters? Is that a problem? That is a problem. Yeah, yours is already off. I mean, that's the, those are the steam hubs, not the heaters. Yeah, so everybody, I can't actually turn anything off. I gotcha. It's our coal. We are using more coal than we have coming in. That's a problem. We have a coal pile that's not being worked. Oh, but it's being worked by the gathering post. By the gathering post and our Spider-Man. We do have a steam core, so we could build another think that's what we needed, right? Oh, yes, I need to do a technology. I didn't actually do that, but now I can because we have the steel, so here you go. Start researching that. You needed a steam core to make a coal mine, right? Yes. As soon as I have 10 steel, I can start to work that coal mine. There you go. Pop that right there. We'll build out some roads. Let's make it a little easier for our people to get there as well. They don't have to go the roundabout way. Scouts have reached the American camp. There's not a living soul in the camp. We found about a dozen emaciated bodies. Surprisingly, most of them were amputees fitted with prosthesis. Were they eating their own limbs to survive? The American camp was well supplied with everything except food. Searching the tents, we found more victims of hunger. Most of them had badly worn but sophisticated artificial limbs bearing a company symbol, Tesla Manufacturing. We can only bury them and take their equipment. Site discovered temporary settlement. Well, I'll take your steam core and your steel. And there's the temporary settlement. We can see 2 rows of small wooden huts, but no smoke or other sign of life. All in all, it looks like a well-kept but temporary settlement. Let's send our other guys back. Let's send you back home. Wish there was a button for just send home. Make it slightly easier. So, this Winterhome. Oh, you can send an outpost team here to build an outpost. I thought that was just for coal mine. I realized we could get wood here. Do we need wood? We seem fairly good on the. Well, actually, maybe not. We're good on. Maybe we're not good on the wood front. Yeah, we're chewing out these trees. Got plenty of other trees though on the map. And we've got that wood, that wall drill thing. So they got 600 more wood in that spot. Suppose we can call another prayer. Well, we almost can. People get off work. Well, they are off work now. As soon as that's available, we'll probably pop that. And I think we'll end the episode when it comes 5 a.m. tomorrow. Sick absences. What's our food situation like? I haven't been paying attention to that. Let's check that, because we probably may need to build. We're okay with food. We're just barely making more than we're eating. If we get more people, that's not gonna work out. And if we can't go, if the game does a help will come tomorrow and give us a super blizzard, which I'm sure it will, and then we can't go out to hunt, then maybe we do need some better stockpiles. So that's finished, the coal mine. Fill it with engineers. Probably turn its heater on. What's the city look like as far as temperature goes? Like, hothouse is still cold. Hunter's hut. Yeah, so people are gonna get sick working in the hothouse. They're gonna get sick working in the sawmill and the steelworks. I should probably put steam hubs over here. Like a steam hub here and here would be nice for those people. And for the sawmill. If people work the coal thumper, people do work the coal thumper as well. Scouts have returned. They've brought 70 wood, 103 food. And 3 steam cores. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. So I can send you right back out. I can send you to the coal mine, the freshwater spring, to the shrouded cave. Let's send you to the coal mine, to be honest with you. 2 days and 4 hours to get there. Once we learn that, then we can send a team to go work that. If we needed to. The Londoners gain more followers. We only have 4 hours of coal left, you guys. The heck? Since when do we only have 4 hours of coal? Guess what? You guys got to work your 10-hour shifts again. Londoners gain more followers. But it is 5 o'clock. So we can also do a new law. So let's check out the laws before we leave. So we can go for shrines or evening prayers. Shrines. Praying at shrines will give people the strength they need to take on arduous tasks every day. So we can build shrines. Increases hope of people working nearby. Increases efficiency of nearby workplaces. You have to build 3 shrines. Evening prayers. We shall meet and pray together to warm not only our bodies, but also our souls. New ability, evening prayers. Each use raises hope and has a small chance of convincing a Londoner to stay. Or we can just go for the regular Book of Laws, which would give us, what, the fighting arena? To raise people's hope. Will reduce discontent, not raise hope. I mean, discontent's not very high, so let's go for evening prayers. That reveals the temple and faith keepers.
New law. A new law has passed.
Group prayers will strengthen the bonds of our community. And we could go ahead and set that. Cost food rations, though. We might want to do that because we have 31 Londoners wanting to leave us. And we need to maintain livable conditions in homes. I think we're doing that. We do need to start building some bunkhouses instead, but we have so little steel. We're like spending our steel on everything else. We have 2 steel works now, so maybe that's better. Maybe we'll see an improvement. But for now, I think that's the end of this episode. So thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you again next time.